This is your Pojo News. I'm Leslie.
And I'm Gavin.
And now for the pledges and moment of silence.
Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. And now for a moment of silence.
And now here's a video from our counseling department. Choose love.
The formula for choosing love came from a message my 6-year-old son, Jesse Lewis, left on our kitchen chalkboard shortly before he died in the tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary. Jesse wrote 3 words: nurturing, healing, love. I saw those words a few days after he died and knew that this was meant as a message of comfort for his family and friends, but also a message of inspiration for the world. This is where we needed to move towards in order to survive and thrive. I knew the young man that had perpetrated the violence was not able to give or receive love, and if he could, the tragedy would never have occurred. I have dedicated my life to spreading Jesse's message of nurturing, healing love to individuals all over the world through the Choose Love movement. The Choose Love movement started by asking individuals to consciously choose a loving thought over an angry thought. By choosing loving thoughts, you make yourself feel good, you positively impact those around you, and through the ripple effect, you make the world a better place. Nurturing, healing, love. Those 3 words are in the definition of compassion across all cultures. When you break down the meaning, nurturing means loving kindness and gratitude. Healing literally means forgiveness, and love is compassion in action. When you practice those 3 character values in that order, you are choosing love. It becomes a rope that you let down to yourself in the well of any situation, and you can use it to pull yourself out. The first thing you do is think of something you're grateful for, and there's always something to be grateful for. You can start with your breath, nature, and beautiful flowers. This gives you the strength to forgive. Forgiveness is not taught, and very few people understand what forgiveness really means. Forgiveness is a conscious choice, a decision to let go of anger and resentment. It does not mean that you forget. It does not mean that you condone what the other person did, and it does not mean that you can't hold that person accountable for their actions. It simply means that you take personal responsibility for your thoughts and feelings and release thoughts of anger and resentment. Compassion has 2 components. One is identifying what someone else is feeling. The second component is actively doing something to help or ease that pain. This is compassion in action. The first, empathetic component can be painful and lights up the same centers in the brain as physical pain. The second component helps both the giver and the receiver. It's when the healer becomes the healed and cultivates connection and resilience. Courage is an overarching concept because it takes courage to choose love. It takes courage to be grateful, especially when things aren't going your way. It takes courage to forgive, especially when the person who hurt you isn't sorry. And it takes courage to step outside of your own universe of pain and help someone else. Thus, the formula for choosing love is courage plus gratitude plus forgiveness plus compassion in action equals choosing love. We all want to love and be loved. This is the common thread that connects us all. We can choose love for ourselves and others. Choosing love just may be the most important choice that you will make.
Which will be focused on during September and October.
Just a quick reminder that Jostens will be on campus today to help the juniors and seniors with their class ring and graduation orders. Look for them in the cafeteria.
Parking permits can be purchased with Mrs. Griffin at the Student Center for $5. Students will need to provide a copy of their driver's license and proof of insurance when purchasing the permit. They will also need to have their license plate number to complete.
Students, please take a look at this image. Students may park in the areas with green check marks. You are not allowed to park in the band parking lot, coaches' parking spaces, or teacher parking lot. Our parking lots will be monitored for cars with permits. Those who fail to provide a parking permit will risk losing their parking privileges and risk a fine.
Do you have an interest in healthcare professions? Come to room 135 on Wednesday, September 7th for your final chance to join HOSA. We're a humorous bunch.
A quick heads up to anyone who is new to SHS this year. At the end of the spring semester, if you do not have any unexcused absences or too many excused absences and did not fail 6 weeks during the school year, you will be eligible to be exempt from that class's final exam. So if you don't like final exams and want to skip them in the spring, make sure you are watching your grades and attendance now.
Seniors and juniors, if you purchased your parking space from Project Celebration, please see Mrs. Griffin in the Student Center Counseling Office and bring your driver's license with you. The driver's license number request was not added to the parking reservation application. Should Mrs. Griffin be away from her desk, there is a clipboard for you to enter your name, driver's license number, and the date.
If you are interested in a career in education and training, working with children, or just want to help your younger students in our community, please come to the first TAFE meeting or Texas Association of Future Educators meeting of the year on Tuesday, August 30th at either 7:40 a.m. or 3:50 p.m. in the library. Flyers have been posted around the school and outside room 227 with a QR code to the membership form. If you have any questions, please see Ms. Brohard in room 227. Thank you.
If you are enrolled in 9th, 10th, or 11th grade, you have the opportunity to take the PSAT test at SHS on Wednesday, October 12th. Juniors, remember this is the year you can qualify for National Merit Recognition Scholarships with high enough scores. Deadline to register is Friday, September 9th. You must have your registration and money paid, $18 to Mrs. Griffin in the Counseling Center, by this date. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by or email Mrs. Burnett. And the Counseling Center.
At Springtown High School, our goal is for every student to graduate college, career, or military ready. Below is important information regarding college and career military ready opportunities at SHS. Please see your school counselors, Mrs. Kelly, Mrs. Burnett, or Mrs. Lund for details.
Upcoming fall test dates: ACT, Tuesday, October 4, SAT, Thursday, October 27. Deadline to register September 16. Please see Mrs. Kelly for testing needs.
If you would like to join FCCLA, there's a QR code outside Ms. McMillion's room as well as throughout the school. Please scan the QR code and fill out the form. There will also be a QR code to pay your dues.
Here's our volleyball schedule for this week. Tuesday, August 30th. Varsity JV1 and JV2 plays at Mansfield at 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. Friday, September 2nd. All teams play at Sanger at 4:30 and 5:30 p.m.
Here's some things to look forward to this week. Thursday, September 1st, JV and freshman teams play at Graham at 5 p.m. Friday, September 2nd, varsity plays Graham at Springtown at 7 p.m.
Believe it or not, homecoming is quickly approaching, and with the nominations for this year's homecoming court. Please check for an email from Mrs. Benton to submit your nominations. Nominations will be accepted until the end of the school day today, and the court will be announced during the announcements on Wednesday, August 31st.
If your phone is taken to the office to Ms. Gonzalez, you need to pick it up by 4 p.m. or you will need to wait until the following morning to retrieve it.
Friendly reminder, teachers and students, please do not park in the band parking lot. We will be using the parking spot for the school day, and we need to clear practice field. And now here's our Student Council President Reagan Fortner with your senior news.
Good morning, seniors. We are currently taking design ideas for your senior class shirt. Please check for an email from Ms. Benton to know how to submit your ideas. All ideas must be submitted by 3:45 p.m. today. The senior class will vote on which design they like best on September 1st and 2nd. Feel free to stop by and see Miss Benton or Miss Brohard if you have any questions. Attention seniors, if you would like to take the SAT during school at SHS on Thursday, October 27th, please fill out the attached form in your email. SHS provides one free test. If you have already used your one free test, please bring your payment method to Ms. Griffin in the Student Center, or she has a QR code that you can pay electronically. Registration and payment must be made by Friday, September 16th in the Counseling Center to secure the test. When filling out the form, if you don't know your state ID number, please just use your school ID number. If you have any questions, stop by or email Miss Burnett in the Counseling Center. Lifetouch Picture Senior Roundup, September 20th. This is for any seniors who have not taken their picture for the yearbook. Our next project celebration meeting will be September 1st at 7 p.m. at the First United Methodist Church. Please make sure you have joined the Project Celebration Facebook page. And a big thank you to Christopher Martin for coordinating our parking lot and parking auction and painting efforts. But most importantly, don't forget, it's a great day to be a porcupine.